Hi, I'm Shannon Shea. I've been a Hollywood monster maker for 31 years. I've been so pleased to bring some of your favorite monsters and creatures and characters to life. Predator, Aliens, Jurassic Park, Spy Kids, Men in Black 3. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I'm here today to talk to you about my old web series, Phantom Harbor. Now, Phantom Harbor was conceived by myself and my wife and my daughter back in 2008. I was an administrator at a makeup effects studio, and I was doing a lot of, organizational work, scheduling and supervising and managing talent pools, bids and things, which is all very important because I teach the business of making monsters for the Stan Winston School. It's all about what I gained as a supervisor. However, at the time I was artistically and creatively frustrated. There was very little for me to do to get my hands dirty. So I created my own sandbox, something I could do that would just kind of like feed my creative soul. Phantom Harbor. Phantom Harbor was a web series where I played this kind of haunted sea captain, Captain McAllister, and I had a ship, full of crazy creatures and what have you, and it was all completely made here in my garage in Los Angeles. I pretty much built everything almost nearly single-handedly. I mean, we had miniatures. I built the miniature lighthouse. I built the miniature ship that the whole thing takes place on. I'm talking to you now from my garage. This used to be the Phantom Harbor set, and I built the entire set. Now, to me, garages are very, very, very sacred. They are. When the Stan Winston School first asked me what series I would like to do for the school, I said I wanted to do garage monsters because I always have had an affinity for what comes out of people's garages. I think that it's great that these are like little temples of home creativity. There's so much. The industry started in people's garages. The makeup effects industry started in garages and moved into studios. And as romantic as that sounds, it's the truth. And that's kind of what's happening with Phantom Harbor. The show was exceeding the space that we had. So now what we're trying to do is we're trying to relaunch the show and make it bigger and better. I'm dedicated to bringing Phantom Harbor back in a way that will entertain and really make everyone excited about the show and the creatures that we have and the stories that were going to come out. I have a whole list of new stories that we're discussing right now. And we need to build another set. We need to build a bigger set, to be honest with you, because the set, it was so often we'd be shooting, and we'd have more than one guest on the show, and if the camera went just a little bit to the left or the right, it would be the edge of the garage. And sometimes we would try to hide it by throwing up like fabric and stuff, just trying to hide the edge of the garage, but it was getting more and more difficult. So now we are looking for funds. We're looking for funds so we can move into a new studio. We are looking for funds because one of our main characters, the Goblin, this little guy was made supposedly for the first show. He was a little goblin character. He's a little rod puppet, but he was so beloved that we kept bringing him back, and now every time the goblin's on the show, the poor goblin is shot on a green screen, and we have to mat him in, which also means rotoscoping out his little puppet rods to make him move and what have you. So we actually would like to build a full-size suit of the Goblin. And when he's matted into a shot, he's like 8 feet tall, and we do want to do an 8-foot-tall Goblin with an animatronic face. We want to make him really cool. He has to be much more involved in the show because, let's face it, everyone likes the Goblin more than the Captain. Jerk. I just don't need funding. I need support. I need support from interested people who want to be involved with Phantom Harbor. We want to build a big community. We want to build a large community of people. There are so many artists now that I meet. Through my teaching at Cinema Makeup School and through the Stan Winston School, and also fans. I meet fans who are very creative and they want to get involved. They ask, hey, what are you doing Phantom Harbor again? I'd like to come work on the show. Or I've actually had actor friends of mine who go, hey, when do I get to be on Phantom Harbor? And we'd love, trust me, we want to have you on the show. please, we want to have you on the show. So we want to build this community, and the only way to do it is I need your help. We have some really great incentives here on the right side of your screen, and we have everything from the $10 mark up to the $6,000 mark, and we're going to release new incentives as the campaign reaches certain levels. We have like little treasure chests we're going to open and reveal new stuff. It's very exciting. So even when you make a contribution, please check back with the campaign and check in with us. And if for some reason you really can't make a monetary contribution, I understand, but please share this campaign on social media. Please share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram. At the same time, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Shannon Shea. I think I'm Pavog at Instagram, Pahvog on Instagram. But I am on Facebook, I am on Twitter. The captain is on Twitter as well, Captain McAllister. But I have to say, we're trying to revive him, so he's not going to answer very much. He's sleeping. He's tired. He's shuffy. So we're going to wake him up. We're going to hit that $50,000 mark, and we're going to wake up the captain. Come on, wake up, captain! And we're going to get him going again. We're going to wind them all up, and the goblin as well. We're going to get them all, and Captain Keller as well. So please make a contribution today. I want to thank you so much for watching and for your interest, and for those of you who kept writing me and saying, "Hey, when's Phantom Harbor coming back? When's Phantom Harbor?" I'm going to ask you, when's Phantom Harbor coming back? Okay? Check in. Make a contribution. Thanks so much. Shannon Shea. I'll see you around.